Hi, my name is Muhammed Furkan, and today I'm going to talk about the influencer of socialism. He is called Karl Marx. By the way, in this video, I promise you I will not talk about his life that is full of contradictions. Although his father is not working class, he wanted to protect worker rights or his bad relationship with his wife. In this video, we will learn his contribution to political science. And let's get started. Karl Marx. He produced one of the most impressive comments of modern politics, economics, and society in the 19th century. He was the first philosopher to bring together various elements of socialist thought into both a coherent worldview and emotional principle of struggle. Marx is considered as a modern communist. By the way, we shouldn't understand that Karl Marx is a father of communism, because communist ideology was already existed and some people were already discussing with this topic. But the first developer were Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels, who is the Karl Marx rich friend. And they called this new development ideology as a Marxism. Anyway, the most well-known Karl Marx political economy of contribution is that Marxism is not criticism of capitalism, but is also more suitable alternative to capitalism. Marx examined 19th century capitalism as a scientific socialism or communism, and this ideology, a style that is a working class movement. Yeah, that's it. According to his theory, all practical things should manage over the governing laws of society. Besides this, Karl Marx and his friend Friedrich Engels wanted to know causes of economic change in human society. And they also wanted to discover what further change are required. They argue that change in human society were not accidental like change in external nature. It means that someone is playing economy. That seems very strange or maybe logical that Karl Marx was preparing the ideology in capitalism Britain, because he wanted to solve all capital problems in Britain and this place is so suitable for him. Before we are starting, I said that communist ideology was already exist. Besides this, Marx's principles were not new, but he amplified and systematized older ideas, and he were putting them into the new and effective combination. Yes, he tried to show that a socialist program must be based upon a systematic interruption of social evaluation and a critical analysis of existing system of production and exchange. His design was show how to a socialist communist is to build upon a capitalist foundation. Marx defined his socialism as a scientific. Marx inherited and combined three languages in his theoretical grand work. The first one is German philosophy. He used Hegelian method of dialect. He was left Hegelian. Idealist said, "I think, therefore I am," but Marx said, "I am, therefore I think." And he argued that all exists is matter. The second one is French Revolution. He affected French Revolution and political thought. The third one is English economics. It means English capital economy. Karl Marx has written a lot of books about philosophy, economics, politics, and society. But the significant works of Marx include Critics of Political Economy, the Communist Manifesto, Das Kapital, and these books are his most significant contribution of political science, and these create Marxism. So, the basic of ideology of Marxism can be contained as follows: dialectical materialism, historical materialism, theory of alienation, theory of surplus value, class struggle, dictatorship of authoritarian, vision of communist society. Until this now, we have learned a lot of things about the Karl Marx and his thought, but we will examine basically that Karl's thought and what he wanted to change exactly in the world. According to the Marx, capitalism is not evil thing, but it should be reformed and fixed because capitalism will be failed. He said this mentioned how capitalism were occurring, and he was the most well-known critic for the capitalism. His criticisms are still spoken even by people who are non-socialist. He said that modern work is being alienation. It means that people are becoming as a robot. According to the Marx, work should be joy for people, and people should work from their inside with their emotion. Besides this, he argued that modern work is insecure because he claimed that people are working with fear because they can be fired. But he said that people shouldn't be fired of being fired because world is changed and technology is developing day by day. So people shouldn't afraid of this because he thinks that people don't have to work. There is a capital suppose and that's enough for all people, and these capitals have to share this capital to all. This sharing seems very strange, but he said that capital crisis existed because of a lot of products, not for famine or low products. He claimed that people are giving a meaning to things that doesn't have material value. For example, in capital system, marriage is not for love. People are getting married for financial reasons. He wanted to save people from financial boundaries, and if he could do this, he argued that people can be good choosing for love. Yes, in socialism, he said that all people will have one car, one house, health and education rights. He argued that people have leisure time and they can create new things in this time. In shortly, actually he promised the paradise, but was it really true? On the other hand, or the other side of the coin, yes, Karl Marx is absolutely an influential philosopher of modern times, and his ideas that 7-1 have been widely explained, but philosophers disapproved his ideas and they loathed him. Also, Karl Popper wanted to prevent from his idea, and Popper thinks that his social engineering is so dangerous for open society. Before we have started, I said that his life that is full construction. Although he wrote Principle of Socialism, he said that I'm not a Marxist because he claimed that the electronic politics and reforms could achieve socialism in place like America and Britain. And the last one, that's irony of fate, although he wrote Dictatorship of Authoritarian Principles, dictators followed his ideas. Maybe they were authoritarian, maybe they were not, but all socialist countries couldn't maintain his ideology in the capitalist world. Now, I would like to end off this video with these good mentions, these sentences. Philosophers until now have only interrupted the world in various ways. The point, however, is to change it. Yes, thank you for watching my video, and if you want to watch this video with subtitles, I will upload this video in my YouTube channel and you can watch from there. Thanks for watching. See you next video.